wild from the birds. And of course the same grasses and other things. I don't want to let these girls out here. I do see where some of my fresh seeding of clover is starting to take out here. That's a bonus. Like it to grow anywhere it wants. On this side of the fence is the sand cherries that will grow through the fence here. And this is the far east paddock. This is a shelter area for them, hang out under. Here they come again. There's a hen going in through molting right there, as a bunch of them were. Over here there's a catalpa tree I transplanted. That'll eventually come up here in between these. There's some sun, huh? In between these pine trees, or cedar trees. Pest control, mice. I've had pretty good luck simply putting mouse traps in their path, in the areas that they're clearly going to. And there are a significant amount of them. I don't know, to me anyway. It's not like a plague, but I could probably kill a couple a week for sure, and they just kind of keep on coming. So I have anticipations of working on storage of materials like this hay and mouse proofing their feed container here in a way that the mice cannot get to it as easily. It's already blocked up at top, but down at the bottom they've been able to jump into it, and for whatever reason my chicks don't want to eat mice. I don't know. I've seen videos of them doing exactly that, but maybe those are just animals that are starving to death and that's why they eat mice. I can't, I mean mine don't, but maybe it's a breed thing as well. So the bottom area, now that I've slaughtered 4 of the hens, and I'm no longer keeping them separate, just is basically closed off. I could open it up, but it allows more airflow through, and now I have a flock of 9. And once I determine exactly which one of these white hens or white chickens are roosters, because at this stage with these it's really difficult to tell for me, then I will go ahead and get rid of those roosters, and I'm going to bring in some color. So I will make a determination on what particular breed I want to bring into the genetics here in order to put a little color into these white rocks. And that's just for fun and games, really. I mean, there's enough chicken breeds out there, right? But why can't I have one? If I could play here on the farm and make an interesting breed, then it just sounds like fun. I built this entire place out of scrap stuff, as I always do, because that's just how it seems to work. So like the doors, I just manufactured very simply out of 2x4s and hinged them and then skinned them with the tin. Glued joints. And I have had almost an insignificant amount of sagging, but when you're talking about small holes that your door latches fit into. A little bit of difference makes a lot, so I'm going to probably put a gusset from corner to corner on each one of these at some point. I also need to finish getting each chicken door cut out of each door. The frame, there was a tornado went a couple miles south of here before I lived out here about 5 years ago, and it basically mangled this particular carport up. Some of the tin was salvageable, and the frame I was able to definitely salvage, basically by throwing away the really bad pieces and condensing it. All of the plywood, the framing, the wood is recycled from one thing or another. Actually, by the way, this was a greenhouse in town before I brought it out here. Set up quite differently, and obviously didn't have the tin all on the sides. These new girls are really noisy compared to the old hens. As you can see, this setup allows the chickens a variety of options of places to hang out in different levels of comfortability, in different elements. They can be outside, they can be inside, they can be double inside. So even when it's winter outside and the snow is blowing, they're not confined in making ridiculous amounts of poop in their coop. They can come out into the larger area and still get moving around while it's blowing and snowing outside. Same with rain. And I'll assure you, at least with these chickens, they will go out in those elements anyway, to a degree. Maybe not the blowing snow, but they'll certainly go out into rain and scratch around, light rain, and get wet. And one sitting in there laying. The other's probably waiting. They sure are making some nice eggs. The ones that are going through molting have quit. So that means right now I'm only producing like 5 eggs a day. No biggie. I just give them all away anywho. Except for the ones I eat, which at times is a lot. Just a bunch of storage up above. And this is the far west paddock, which was utterly dirt last year. So by bringing these sticks in here and throwing the mulch down, it has really allowed things to start growing up. Just let them into this paddock yesterday, and all these little green patches like these are black nightshade, and they were just ripe and ready, full of berries. And you'd be hard pressed to find a black berry anywhere in this paddock now at this point. They have absolutely eaten every single one of them. I can't see any. That is a really good forage. Can't talk about it enough. Not that there isn't better. It's just a really good one. And folks, that's the chicken system here. There's probably plenty I'm forgetting, but you get the point. And that's fall here at the Catalyst Coop. I did install a wood stove in the garage this year that I've been holding on to. I got to get the chimney stack away from the building here and up high in the air. So get that done soon. Other projects in mind are to have a small solar flat room built on either side here somewhere with a bunch of the windows that I have. I need to build a solar dehydrator. That's something that's been desirable. One man, 1 acre. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, especially when you don't have any money. But folks, it's possible. This was one flat piece of land when I moved in here. You can easily see that in my smash up video. I'll make some more soon. Have a good one.